ガツンとくるやつでいこう。
そうよ、一体人事なす答え見つけてごらん。
すべて消える。涙雨降りてあふれる。
ガツンとくるやつでいこう。
動じないで。
引導を任せ。またか。
ガツンとくるやつでいこう。
頑張って
すべてが消える。涙雨降りてあふれる。
2倍速ってこんなもん。
消化勝利。答え見つけてごらん。
引導を任そう。
いた。
ガツンとくるやつでいこう。
涙雨降りてあふれる。
人事なす動じないで。
すべてが消える。
ガツンとくるやつでいこう。
そうよ、一体頑張って
引導を任
ガツンとくるやつでいこう。2倍速ってこんなもん。ガツンとくるやつでいこう。
消化勝利。人事なす答え見つけてごらん。
すべてが消える。涙雨降りてあふれる。
ガツンとくるやつでいこう。
動じないで。
引導を任そう。
ガツンとくるやつでいこう。2倍速ってこんなもん。
涙雨降りてあふれる。
ガツンとくるやつでいこう。
すべてが消
そうよ、一体頑張って答え見つけてごらん。
える。引導を渡そう。涙雨降りてあふれる。
人事なす動じないで。
すべてが消える。 事を知る過去の伝線。へっへっ。
ズルはしないでよね。砲丸を持ってみるべ。消化勝利。
呼吸するその感覚。引導を渡そう。
お金がないならまた今度。お金があるなら見てって。
立ちなさい。全員
不利などない。そうよ一体。
涙雨。ひっふっ。降りてあふれる。事を知る過去の伝線。事を知る過去の伝線。 ばしれ過去の伝線。ひどい雨になりそうだ。
天木不破。練習しててよかった。
落ち着いて。またか。素晴らしい。さようなら。パン。涙雨。ふっふっ触れてあふれる。
世の万人事なす。
立ちなさい。あがく必要はなさそうだ。全てが消える。
ズルはしないよってら一発ド派手にいくよ。
落ち着いて。涙雨。ふっひっ触れてあふれる。
お金があるなら見てって。
立ちなさい。
砲丸を持ってみる。そうよ。一体
涙雨。ふっひっ触れてあふれる。ほとばしい過去の伝線。 しい過去の伝説。ひどい雨になりそうだ。
天木不破。誰でも大歓
落ち着いて。
迎。占いましょう。
立ちなさい。涙雨。ひっ降りてあふれる。
寄ってらっしゃい。見て一発ド派手に行くよ。
素晴らしい時はさようなら。あがく必要はなさそうだ。全てが消える。
お金がないならまた今度。
全員
そうよ一体。
涙雨。ひっ降りてあふれる。
That's actually really good. Crit rate and crit damage on an attack sent rope.
世の万物人事なす。
立ちなさい。
消化勝利。
涙雨。降りてあふれる。
お金があるなら見てって。
落ち着いて。 素晴らしいとさようなら。パン。
寄ってらっしゃい。一発ド派手に行くよ。不利などない。
立ちなさい。あなたそりんどを渡そう。涙雨ひっふっ触れてあふれる。
お金がないならまた今度。
落ち着いて。素晴らしいさようなら。パン。涙雨ひっふっ触れてあふれる。立ちなさい。
消化勝意。世の万物人事なす。練習しててよかった。寄ってら一発ド派手に行くよ。
引導を渡す。涙雨ひっふっ触れてあふれる。
紳士継襲よ。
ほとばしる過去の伝説。
誰でも大歓迎。
立ちなさい。
震えろ我が威厳のもとで。
呼吸するその感覚覚えておいて。
寄ってらし一発ド派手に行くよ。
涙雨ひっふっ降りてあふれる。
砲丸を持ってみるべし。
落ち着いて。あがく必要はなさそうだ。引導を渡そう。
貴様らの敗北は決まっている。
素晴らしいとさようなら。パン涙雨ふっふっ降りてあふれる。
貫け。
痛くないわ。
陣列を組め。はあ、なだれに飲まれろ。
世の万物人事なす。消化勝利。
またか。
氷になれ。
あなた、それとも運命の意志か。素晴らしい時はさようなら。パンひゃっ立ちなさい。またか。
極寒を味わえ。
寄ってらっしゃい。一発ド派手に行くよ。
涙雨ふっひゃっ降りてあふれる。
全員約束された世界。
また罪を背負ってしまった。
Lightning. I needed lightning, but goddamn, that's crap. Holy shit, that's actually really good. I has crit rate, so that could be useful.
ほとばしる過去の伝線。ほとばしる過去の伝線。 過去の伝線。言葉知る過去の伝線。言葉知る過去の伝線。
ズルはしないでよね。よってらし一発ド派手にいくよ。
素晴らしい。さようなら。パン。落ち着いて。
そうよ一体。
出発の時間だ。涙雨。へっひっ降りてあふれる。ひどい雨になりそうだ。
天木不破。誰でも大歓迎。
立ちなさい。落ち着いて。あなた、それとも運命の意志か。涙雨。ひっ降りてあふれる。引導を渡そう。
よってらっしゃい見てろ。一発ド派手にいくよ。
I mean, I'd rather have an elemental one, but that's a really good attack one.
素晴らしい。さようなら。パン。立ちなさい。涙雨。へっひっ降りてあふれる。全員死刑。
世の万人事なす。 そうよ一体。
全てが消える。
ズルはしないでよね。
落ち着いて。ほとばしる過去の伝線。
天木不破。誰でも大歓迎。
立ちなさい。
湘南に過ぎないわ。
またか。
寄ってらっしゃい。一発ド派手に行くよ。
素晴らしい時。さようなら。パン。涙雨。ひっふっ降りてあふれる。チェックメイト。
占いましょう。
落ち着いて。あがく必要。引導を渡そう。
お金があるなら見てって。天木不破。紳士継襲よ。
ほとばしる過去の伝線。
誰でも大歓迎。
立ちなさい。
砲丸を持ってみるべし。
涙雨。ふっふっ降りてあふれる。落ち着いて。あがく必要はなさそうだ。全てが消える。
寄ってらっしゃい。一発ド派手に行くよ。
素晴らしい時はさようなら。パン。またか。
世の万物人事な
涙雨。ひっふっ降りてあふれる。チェックメイト。全員死刑。
天木不破。天木不破。誰でも大歓迎。
落ち着いて。
湘南に過ぎないわ。
呼吸するその感覚覚えて。素晴らしい時。さようなら。パン。涙雨。ヒュッフッ。降りてあふれる。立ちなさい。引導を渡そう。痛くないぞ。
お金がないならまた今度。よってらし一発ド派手に行くよ。
チェックメイト。全員
砲丸を持ってそうよ一体。
涙雨。ヒュッ降りてあふれる。全てが消
お金が。
える。落ち着いて。またか。
世の万物人事なす。
チェックメイト。立ちなさい。
占いましょう。
出発。引導を渡そう。
天木不破。紳士継襲よ。天木不破。
言葉知れ。過去の伝説。
誰でも大歓迎。
落ち着いて。
震えろ我が威厳のもとで。
寄ってら一発ド派手に行くよ。
涙雨へっひっ降りてあふれる。チェックメイト。立ちなさい。全てが消える。
お金がないならまた今度。
貴様らの敗北は決まっている。はあ、
素晴らしい。さようなら。パン。涙雨へっひっ降りてあふれる。
消化勝利。
あなた、それとも運命。引導を渡そう。
震えろ我が威厳のもとで。貫け。
またか。
はっ、陳列を組め。なだれに飲まれろ。
落ち着いて。
練習しててよかった。
全員死刑。素晴らしい。さようなら。パン。涙雨へっへっ降りてあふれる。
孫悟の力よ。
またか。
練習しててよかった。
氷になれ。そこまで。
世の万人事なす。
ここまでだ。極寒を味わえ。寒波が貴様らを葬る。
立ちなさい。全てが消える。
寄ってら一発ド派手に行くよ。練習しててよかった。
ここまでだ。なだれに飲まれろ。
呼吸するその感覚おぼ素晴らしい。さようなら。パン。またか。涙雨へっひっ降りてあふれる。
それと世界。
また罪を背負ってしまった。
Cool, look at that. So her crit rate was a little like around 30%. So with that reshuffling, she now is almost 50%, which is pretty good. There's always the chance that this could roll crit rate into that. I have another one that has crit rate. If I can get one more crit rate roll to at least get 50%, I have to get 50% because I need it for the set bonus. But I am really close. So this and this are essentially like the best I can do. The only thing I could fuck about with is... Yeah, this is the only other thing I could... I mean, in theory, all I need is gloves that have crit rate. And this one has it, but I don't want to remove it from her because I think she needs that 5% to get her ratio as well. But getting gloves with crit rate... Because I have no crit rate on these. So just one... So even if I get fucked on this, finding gloves that have crit rate are going to be much easier. Hello, how's it going? That's going pretty well. I got just did my simulated universe times 3 runs. I was able to get a pretty decent artifact for my Clara. I wasn't able to get her a good physical damage orb, but I got an orb that had crit rate, crit damage, and it rolled into crit rate when I leveled it up. So I actually was able to bump her crit rate by 18%. So I was pretty happy about that. Ah, well, there's a simulated universe which you can do weekly, and you can get a specific artifact set from that. Like you have relics. You have like a 4-piece relic which you can farm like just normal domains, but there's this weekly thing called Simulated Universe, and right now there's a bonus event where essentially every time you spend stamina in it, you get 3 times the rewards. So it's a great time to farm. So I ran that looking for a specific relic set. Ah, I see. I think I think World 3 it opens up. I think in World 3 then you can start um, the weekly farm part of it. Let's see, bitter and strong. So very strong. So it needs lots of this. And bitter. Er. Ah, I see. Yeah, it really, really opens up. Like, but yeah, obviously it takes a while. Ah, that's a shame. I mean, I would. I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, so I played a Penacony, so I'm like, I don't know how you could. So I know it. I'm not sure how you could spoil it though. It's a fun experience. I guess there are a few like I guess there are a few plot points I guess you could say that could be like a a spoilery type thing. But I mean, generally playing through it is a lot of fun. So even if you like know some of the plot points, it's still a pretty fun experience regardless. Obviously, it still sucks that they spoiled. But yeah, if you get up to basically, yeah, there are these all these worlds. I think let's see, world. Okay, yeah, yeah, I did. Yeah, so essentially, yeah, World Two. Once you get into World Three, that's when you can start doing. That's when you get points on clearing this. I guess you do get points. So but basically, yeah, you can still get points to work on this. This is always good to get, like always good to do this every single week just to max out the points because there's this shop that has these free light cones, which are 5-star light cones. So it's good, free essentially free weapons. So it's good to do these once a week, and then essentially once you get into it, then you start earning. Then you get these relics, and they have its own little.
ほとばしる過去の伝説
But yeah, Akaran is a ton of fun. Also, technically, the relics are could be for her too if I got something better, but this is kind of shit. So I was hoping for a. I actually did get a lightning orb, but the problem is it's the substats were trash. So I was like, oh, that's a shame. Obviously, because like her current one is kind of trash anyway too. Yeah, this one. Like great, awesome substats that are crap. It's kind of all over the place, but it's still relatively good because you have is it uh five wait 1 week in? Is it the preservation? Preservation Trailblazer? Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know if that was a spoiler or not. I think you would have gotten to that point in the story by one weekend, but yeah. So I mean, yeah, having her and March as both your kind of shielders is good. I guess the only problem with a team like that is skill points. I imagine you're constantly low on skill points. Oh, okay. So you're in the Laofu doing the big like
よし
that part. So you kind of just got to the Laofu, really. So you haven't done any of that. Haven't like completed any of the major story points from there.
よし
But yeah, so I mean, it's the only problem with like yeah, the Trailblazers is good because you get those nice basic attacks. Uh, but they have the problem with March, Trailblazer, and Bronya all need skill points, and then Ratio is a skill point hungry dude too. So that gets rough. I mean, you're like beginning of the game, so it's like it's whatever. Like you do whoever you can. Uh, yeah, it was that scene's pretty cool. I think even knowing that happens, you'll still enjoy it because it is still pretty. Still a pretty cool scene. Have the Trailblazer in many of my teams? I don't think so. Trailblazer is so that is the cool thing about the simulated universe is they have these bonuses. So like if I go into here and I download initial characters and I select these guys, I can then pick a path, and these paths give you bonuses. Essentially, every single enemy you beat gives you buffs, gives you randomized buffs. So it's like a roguelike type thing. And if you like choose preservation, anytime you give a shield, you can now get buffs, and sometimes it increases your damage based on how like strong your shield is. So it's a really cool thing that kind of makes all characters relevant, like no matter what. So like even if you have like a hodgepodge team, you could then have them go on a path. Like Fire Trailblazer is kind of rough in normal battles because like their shield isn't super strong, but in the simulated universe in the preservation path, there are like lots of buffs you can get that like give you bonus damage or extra shields every time you get a shield. So the Fire Trailblazer's ability to give a shield with every single action she does is really, really good. And then March's shield is pretty strong. But yeah, the tough thing is being skill point hungry. Skill point hungry teams are rough. So like I would say if you're going to look for characters who are like, nah, it's oh yeah that. If that are for Bronya, I think Bronya gets a trace. Oh wait, what'd she do? Oh no, yeah, her skill just naturally does it. So basically, the next time, if any of your guys, actually no, you have two characters that can do that. I think March also does it too. March has a dispel. Oh yeah, it does. Okay, yeah, it has a trace. So basically, the point is that if you ever get controlled by Kafka, if you ever see that domination thing start to happen, you have to either use Marches or Bronya's skill on Ratio, or whoever's targeted. So if you ever see they have that debuff that means that they're going to be mind controlled in a certain number of turns, you would use March's skill or Bronya's skill on that character, and you'll remove that debuff. So that's the thing to do. So that's why it's good to have characters that can dispel. Like so, you should. I think you get Natasha too for free. Natasha's skill also debuffs, dispels stuff like that, and it will prioritize that specific debuff too. So it's a good idea to, if you're gonna fight her, have. I mean, you already have two characters that can do it, so you should be fine. Um, Natasha's a good healer. I mean, it's tough to run two shielders. I would say maybe swap out either March or Trailblazer for Natasha, simply because shields are great and all, but especially Kafka has a big, powerful AoE attack. There's a few bosses that have got kind of hard hitting AoEs. So it's kind of a good idea to have a healer. It depends on the thing. Like in simulated universe, in the preservation paths, it really soups up your shields, so you can run pure shielding, and they even give you buffs every time you get a shield, you heal and stuff like that. So there are uses for it, but like in actual like story missions and stuff like that, usually bosses will hit pretty hard and have and do AoEs. So you usually can't like if you had like Japar who can AoE shield like everybody, then that's one thing. But if you don't have Japar and you because like yeah, I mean it. Let's see. So I'm gonna be. I think Nico's good in this team. Let's go. Wait, where's Yinglu? Yinglu. Oh wait, what's the buff? Fall of attacks. Oh, whoops, that's not it. That can be rough, obviously. Let's see. So I want her. So Fire and Ice seems to be super good, and there's a few Quantums. Yeah. Oh, you mean Gallagher? Yeah, I mean, getting extra healers is pretty useful. But yeah, the fact that you can't guarantee it, and so it's just kind of luck. And so if you're going free to, oh, not Gallagher, not Sampo, is it? I mean, Gallagher's a healer, so that's always useful. And I think he's on the current banner too. Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah. Guaranteeing a 4-star is rough. Like, it's the kind of thing where it might influence how you get 5 stars, or it might be like, oh, if you get like if you don't mind getting the 5-star, you could roll on their banner just to try to get the 4-star. There's sometimes where I do that, where I'm like, I wouldn't mind getting the 5-star, but I really want the 4-star. Or maybe I don't even want the 5-star, so but I still pull like 20 to 30 times in the banner. Cause like, yeah, you get 2 to 3 chances. Sometimes maybe I might pull 40 times to get 4 chances of the 4-star and then stop just so I can build up. Not Sampo. Sampo sucks. Boo. Let's see. So I want to be. Let's be you and. Where's my Bushwan? Because he's a dick. He's a jerk. Let's see. Who would we get? Isn't it Anita? Should I do that? I could do that. Fuck it, I'll just do that. And then I'll have Ho-Ho. There we go. Oh, yeah, buff. I'll do that. And for this, I will do this. Because I have a few characters. Actually, Serval is really good. I mean, I really like her too. Serval is actually my profile picture too. I like it.
あいつで練習する
天木不破情熱変身リスクが高いかも言ってカブ占いましょう市場が長期間見据えるのが成功の秘訣
Yeah, I mean, you'll get more. Like this game is pretty. Like I mean, it's not really like it sucks that you just started, but like it sucks because you don't have a lot of like it's been out for a year and they've given out a lot of free shit. So like you've missed out on all the free shit they've given in the meantime, but it's like they'll give more free shit, so it's like not a huge worry. It's like and they're kind of like Genshin. I think they give a free light cone, so they alternate. So you get a free 4-star one patch, a free light cone the other patch.
砲丸を持ってみるべしそうよ一体
So I think this patch we got the free 4-star. But yeah, they're pretty generous. Yeah, I mean they've been super generous, I guess, this patch really, but
人事なす
but yeah, we have Robin coming up in the next.
全てを
Well, I mean, we have Aventurine in the next half.
低リスク
Next half of this patch, and then we have Robin in the next in the patch after that. So a lot of people want her. I mean, Aventurine is a really good shielder, a preservation path. So I would say you could get Aventurine and then drop the Fire Trailblazer and drop March, and then put in like other deep like. So Bronya ratio, Aventurine, and then you could put in like another support or debuff or something. If you have Pela is always a good choice because Pela is really strong.
戦闘は設計みたいなものよや
Having an AoE defense break is always useful.
くだらない
Yeah, Pela is super useful. She's a really, really good Nihility character. And she's SP positive too, so like you don't have to do her skill that frequently.
逃がさないわまだ分かって人間は星空を掌握する欲望を隠さない私もよ
I mean, I would say that's a bad recommendation. Like Acheron is really good. She is super strong. It's kind of those things though. Like so, she's super strong, definitely 100%. But like if you're new, having a really strong DPS is helpful when you're new. But you also you need more. Like it's more helpful to have supports because you always need supports, right? Like having good survivability means even if your DPS isn't amazing, you'll still like manage to succeed. I guess I need to do this.
世の万人事なす
So like having Aventurine, which comes out in the second half, that would be super useful because then you could still use your ratio and still use your each character and all that.
逃がさないわ逃がさないわまだ分かっ人間は星空を掌握する欲望を
But like Acheron is super useful. Like she is ridiculously powerful. Pity's go. I mean, you lost your 50-50? Did you get Bronya for losing your 50-50?
この月下
I mean, Bronya is like the best. If you're going to lose your 50-50, Bronya is the best one to lose your 50-50 to.
月光を剣とす
Oh, you got someone different? Oh, okay.
死ぬがいい戦闘は設計みたいなものよやっ逃がさないわ
不利などない
I don't know. That's not too bad.
生産しましょう
逃げられぬぞちゃんと直さないと
しょうよ。
逃がさないわ。まだ分かってない。人間は星空を掌握する欲望を隠さ
Yeah, I mean, like Acheron's good. Like, she has good. She has good 5 stars too, so it's always kind of good to. Shit. Oh shit! I should have done the other guy. Fuck. Should have done that guy. He's a healer.
占いましょう。そうよ一体。人事となす。
You know, Acheron's super strong DPS. She kind of, I mean, she really works best with Nihility characters. So you already have a Palo, so that's always good.
陰陽転換。
But you kind of want another one.
長期間見据えるのが成功の秘訣。
Oh, I didn't win. Yeah, so that probably wasn't the best follow-up team. I need more follow-ups. I mean, well, it's okay, but the thing is, well, only kind of really gets debuffs when he does his burst. So it only on his burst. Like I mean, I guess his skill can do debuffs, but then it just means he's using his skill a lot, which is oh shit! I should have done another guy. Oh, never mind. Cool, it still works.
呼吸するその感覚。
また足手まといに。
あら、優しいのね。引導を渡そう。
涙雨。
Acheron is super cool. Luca does hit, but he's also kind of like he's kind of a more DPS type. Acheron is kind of like Acheron is the main DPS, so it's better to have skill point like neutral DPS. So like Luca's not really skill point neutral. He kind of to do damage. He needs to do a skill. He's kind of like an actual damage dealer. So he's not the best as a choice, just simply because like you're gonna want to have a. Let's see, what's such a fact.
素晴らしい。さようなら。
Let's see, I mean, like obviously, like oh, whoops. See, I mean, Silver Wolf is super useful.
あがく必要はなさそうだ。
Yeah, like it's tough because like I mean you'll eventually get characters that will do it. Like so, it's not the end of the world by any stretch of imagination. Oh shit!
涙雨。
I maxed her out and then some.
触れて溢れる。
And like even still, like not having a lot of good characters to do Acheron's buff, it's not the end of the world either because it's like
懐かしい感覚だ。
because like not being it's not like you have to be super consistent, and that's the kind of the only reason you'd want to make sure you have a you're at 80% speed. But you just like the main reason is because every time you do, if you get a buff, every time the enemy is debuffed, Acheron can use her. Oh, I see. I listened to. Actually, let's just do
引導
this.
を渡そう。
Now let's do it.
涙雨。
I listened to Genshin in Japanese, so I'm not sure who. I might have heard her VA perhaps, but most of it is oh wait, you don't shit. Who's next? Ratio's next. Crap, but I need Ho-Ho to use her skill next.
落ち着いて。
Ah, I see. Yeah, I just like the Japanese VAs for Genshin better. So like, it's the kind of thing where it's like, I mean, it's like VAs in general. It's just that like when they're either on par with the English VAs or worse. I mean, they're on par with the Japanese VAs or worse. So it's like, okay, well, so you're either getting something that's just barely the same or worse. Yeah, let's just kill them all. And it's not guaranteed. And like Genshin is kind of a mixed bag. Like there are some that are okay, but there are some that are just like, wow, that's not really good at all. I mean, well, the go-to example I have is always Xinye. Her VA is horrible. Like, I don't know why they gave her a southern accent. It's like, why? Why? Like, she's like a rock and roll girl, but she's from Liyue. Like, we see her backstory. She's 100% from Liyue the entire time. Like, why give her that, like, country accent? She's, like, born and raised in Liyue. Like, there's no way in hell she would ever talk like that. So, yeah, so it's just kind of like... let's see. I mean, generally, like some aren't like egregious. It's not like they're all like super bad. Like some aren't super bad, but like some are just not good. There you go. So like, I mean, in this game, for instance, Kafka, the Kafka English VA is bad. Like, I just don't like it, and it's for. Let's see who's next. Soho. I don't need to do her thing. Cool. It's not terrible, but it just doesn't match what I think she is. So like Kafka, like the Kafka English voice is just lazy. I mean, not like lazy, like she is lazy. Like there was a bad lazy acting thing. Her voice is just too like sleepy and lethargic, and it's just like Kafka in Japanese is not like lazy or lethargic. She obviously is that kind of like older Onesan type vibe, older woman vibe, but she's just more calculated. But like in English, she just sounds like she's just sleepy, and like Silverwolf was another example where Silverwolf is supposed to be deadpan, and Silverwolf just has too much emotion in her voice. Yeah, I mean it's just not the right vibe. It's not like bad. It's not like terrible, but like I can get that vibe. Like I've heard enough Japanese voice acting where I can kind of understand the archetypes for like a lot of the voices, and it's just like yeah, like the Kafka Japanese voice is fine. And the Silverwolf one was just not. Like it just didn't match. I think the same. I mean, Black Swan also was kind of. I prefer the Japanese. Well, yeah, obviously Trailblazer doesn't say shit. I think Himiko and Welt were fine. Those are fine. Bronya, I think Bronya was fine. I can't remember if I've ever heard Ron May. Topaz is okay. Seele, I think Clara sounds better in Japanese because she sounds cuter. Again, the Jinglu had another issue like that where the tone was off. I think her VA just kind of was more like sleepy and lazy, and it was like a little, I don't know, just didn't match properly. It didn't feel like the English equivalent of what the Japanese voice was trying to do. I think Natasha was fine. This would be a tough character. Well, I don't know. I think March was good. March was fine. But it's the kind of thing where it's like, I'm just going through a list, and it's like, yes. And I'm just going through a list, and I'm like, yeah, some are fine, like some are okay, and others are not okay. So it's just like, well, why would I listen to the thing where some are not okay and some are okay? Like, why don't I just do the one where all of them are okay, you know? That's my opinion. Obviously, that's just my impressions, and it's how I play the game, so it's just like, it's whatever, right? and other people can do what they like. I really like Serval. I think her English one was bad too, or not great. I just built her to QQ just recently too, because yeah, that March did a good job. I think that was a good one. But I built QQ recently because I forget why. Oh yeah, because I got like I got Sparkle and I built her, and Sparkle really enables mono quantum, and like all quantum characters do, and it really helps QQ because of just how ridiculously skill point hungry she is uh, with her tiles. Yeah, I mean they'll come around. It'll be like another 6 months, and you'll get her again, and you'll be able to get her again. And she's not like the end all and be all. You have Bronya. Like there are certain situations where Bronya is better than Sparkle. Certain situations where Sparkle is better than Bronya, but they are kind of on the same level. So that you have a Bronya, so that's fine. She just is helpful for mono quantum because with silver, I mean, and for mono quantum, you really have to have silver wolf. So there's like no real point in being mono quantum if you're not silver wolf, if you don't have a silver wolf, just because she can implant quantum weakness, and that's what makes mono quantum so good. Is because no matter what enemies you're fighting,
ま
she
だオー
can.
プンしてないの？
Oh yeah, her personality, and the music videos, the promo videos for Sparkle were great. I really loved I think it was the one where like she goes crazy and shoots herself. The psychedelic one. That was really cool. And Acheron's one was really cool too. Like
誰か
anything from
作
that?
り話でしょ？
What is the current? Uh, user. Fire and physical. Hey, let's go. Let's do follow-up damage then. Yeah. Yeah, I assume you said lost your pity, you means you've got her. So Acheron is really useful. She's kind of skill point hungry too, somewhat. But it is really see what I really like too is that sometimes I'll like hold on to my character's burst. So it's like I'll get their burst, but I'm like, oh, I'll hold on to it because I might want to use it for the next battle. But Acheron loses it every single time, so it's like, yeah, the second our burst comes up, you just yep, use it every single time.
中央市を題材にした小説は読んだ？
Oh, that's good. I mean, it's not good that you lost every single 50-50 before then, but it's good that you've got her at least. But yeah, she's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun just sitting around.
過去の伝説。言葉知り過去の伝説。
And she is super cool. And the story for her is really interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna do. Oops, shit, wrong one. I'm gonna use my Clara for the very first time now that I finally have her built. I could go ice. Actually, if we're gonna go follow-up attack, let's actually swap her out. Or actually, no, let's leave her in, and we'll put in Herta. And now I have an amazing follow-up attack team. And I'm either going to go Fushuan or... do I need more damage reduction or heals? I guess probably this. Maybe. And then for you, I just have a lot of lightning weaknesses, and you're weak to wind. Okay, so Ho-Ho is a good team for this then. I will bring in Ratio, I'll bring in you, and you. Oh wait. No, I could probably. These are all weak to lightning. I could say screw Ratio and bring Acheron as well. No, I'm in Pacific, so it's not even midnight. I mean, it's close to midnight, but so I don't have to worry about anything for the most part. Okay, so this will be super useful because her burst is ridiculously powerful. That's her gimmick. And these guys. Yep. Yeah, let's just do this. Let's give this a shot. She gets buff. She's a buff. Is Claire an attacker? Okay, yeah, that does attack. I've never used her before. Yeah, you can't escape her. Yeah. She's the so this is what is this event called? I think it's pure. I think this mode is called Pure Fiction, and essentially the whole point of the game is you fight waves upon waves of enemies. It's another kind of end game type of activity. You can obviously do it like you don't have to be end game, but obviously like having good characters and strong characters like this level, these enemies are level 75. So if you have less than 75, you're kind of fucked. Yeah, I only just got Claire. Like I actually got the 300 banner thing. Like I could select my my 5-star because I had the 3-star. I got 300. I did 300 pulls in the standard banner, and I was waiting because I was like, oh, I don't know who I'm gonna get. Like, because I kind of want Japard or Clara, because Japard is still a good. Japard is still a good shielder. Yeah, Japard's is a really good shielder, but Clara is really interesting, and I really like her idea. Let's see. Not so much. He's like, and especially in like simulated universe, it's super useful to have it's super useful to have a shielder that strong for all characters. But I also really like Clara because I got Topaz, and Topaz made me realize how fun it is to have an Elation team, and running Elation Path in shit. Oh. It's in simulation. Well, I mean, paths are like the attack type an enemy is. So, like, the Fire Trailblazer is the preservation path. Nihility is the path. Elation is a path. Okay. I'm sure I need to do that. So, they're Elation. She's Elation. Elation's all about follow-up attacks, and Clara does a shitload of follow-up attacks.
くるりん。何見てるの？ふっとくるくる。評価を始めるね。
And so Topaz does a lot of follow-up attacks, and she's very skill point positive, so it's great to use her. Shit, so that kind of sucked with that character. Actually, that was probably
ひどい雨に
bad. I can buff you, kinda, and you just.
過去の風
So the Elation Path it gives you huge buffs to follow-up attacks, and that's why it's super useful.
厄介そう。
落ち着いて
And that's why and I've had Topaz, and I've been using her, and like Kafka does a follow-up attack, so that's why Kafka is super useful and super nice, and he works really well with Topaz.
触れて
素晴らしい。さようなら。
And Clara also does follow-up attacks. Every time Svarog attacks is counted as a follow-up attack. So she makes for a really good team member for if you're going to do follow-up attacks. So that's why I was like, okay, cool. So I kind of wanted her so I can go a elation path with her and open up my options for that. So
立ちなさい。
引導を渡そうチェックメイト涙雨
oh, wow, they're already mostly dead. So yeah, so no, that's just the boss. She can't do it. She's still super powerful, but no, she can't do that.
素晴らしい。さようなら。
She has she's essentially a dot enabler. So if you have a lot of nihilities, like Sampo works well with her. If you put on all of Sampo's dots,
体験を改善し2倍速
then Kafka, when she does her skill, will proc all of them. So when they go off, it affects.
落ち着いて出発の時間だ
So when Kafka is able to trigger the dots on any character. Makes her great for the Nihility path too, because Nihility, when you do a simulated universe action, it puts a shitload of dots on every character and all the a bunch of I mean, I was gonna say you get it. I can't remember if you get him for free. I mean, there's not that many 4-stars, so he's gonna be on banners, lots of banners and all that shit. So I wouldn't worry too much about that.
出発の時間だ引導を渡そう
Let's just kill everybody. Boom.
触れてあふれる
What's that?
あら優しいのね
And her burst also does triggers all dots, so it's good to yeah. Gallagher. I mean, I would just say they don't. There's only so many, and and there are there's only 10 or there's maybe 20 of them. I don't know, maybe 15, 10 to 15 4-stars. So it's on every single banner, there's going to be 3 4-stars on it. And when you only have 15, if you have 15, then you're only going to have
落ち着いて
shit. If there are only 15 things, that means it's only 5 banners. And they also try to line up the characters as well.
必要はなさ
So they try to make it so that whatever character is on the banner kind of works well with the 5-star. So it's oh, if you're pulling for this 5-star, you're going to be getting a lot of 4-stars that will work well with the character you're trying to get. So that's why Gallagher works well with Acheron. I think Pela's on the banner, so it's Pela works really well too. So shit, barrier, crap.
素晴らしい。さようなら。
So Pela works really well too. And Pela works well with so many characters. That's why she appears on the banners so many times. Cool, killed them all. Yeah, so the first half just sucked. I used up too many good people in the second half. But yeah, that's what this whole mode is about. Is this whole mode because like in Memory of Chaos, which is another kind of end game thing, it's similar to the Spiral Abyss of Genshin. Uh, it's more about like these big bosses, and so it's more about like high single target damage, which meant that some of the like um the what path? I forget what path. It's not Erudition path. The Erudition characters like Serval, Pela, like or not Serval, not Pela, Serval, QQ, like these characters that do really well with lots of really well with lots of targets. Weren't doing well in like Memory of Chaos, where you're only fighting like one target or a boss with that you're a boss by itself, or maybe a boss with like two ads, but then you kill the two ads. Like when you fight Kafka and beat her, it's like well, you fight her in two ads, but once you kill the two ads, it's just her. So these Erudition characters who do lots of multi-target damage fall off because then the hunt characters and even the destruction characters that can do much stronger single target damage than the Erudition kind of suck. QQ is just how people abbreviate it because her name is weird. Because it's because I don't know how to pronounce it, so I think a lot of people just abbreviate it to that because it's just easier. And like Herta too, she's an Erudition. Even like Himiko is Erudition too. So like they're really good at doing lots. So like Hunt's good at a single target. Destruction is good at like 1 to 3 targets. So they'll usually do a main damage on one target and then do splash damage on the characters on either side of it. And Erudition are good with like 5 targets or 4 targets or more because they can hit everybody with either their skill or burst or that kind of shit. So, but there just wasn't that many things to do in the game that had that many targets. So that's why they introduced this mode. And this mode is all about doing lots of damage to lots of enemies in these waves. So having characters that can do damage to every single enemy on the field is great. And so, yeah. I think I watched a video too that like went over and pronounced every single one of the Chinese names, so I know how to pronounce them. But like, it's just not intuitively obvious. It just doesn't come naturally to me. So I have to like watch that video over and over again to if I was gonna try to remember. My rewards. Oh shit! Actually, that's probably enough. Probably enough to roll the dice on Clara. Let's do the orb. Nance. I was gonna say, oh no, it's not crit rate, but crit damage is still pretty good. I needed to. Oh, actually, that's why she kind of sucked too. I mean, she didn't suck, but like she needed. All right, now I used her with. Did I use her with Ho-Ho or did I use her with Fushuan? Crap. Fushuan should have covered it up. Okay, cool. Well, it was nice chatting with you. I play this. I play Genshin. Whatever VODs I do, I throw on YouTube too. So it's a lot of fun. Beware if you ever watch my VODs. I go through. I mean, I usually indicate which patch I'm doing, but I've done Penacony. So if you watch one of my VODs, you gotta be beware of spoilers. But I usually will mention that I'm doing this quest. But yeah, and then we'll see you again next time you stop on by. Okay, well, that's I'm gonna call it a quit for today. Thought I was gonna do more event, but then I realized there was the simulated universe triple thing, and I had some tokens from from yet last week, so I spent them all and did pretty well. And then I did some extra shit, so had a lot of fun. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day. But thanks for all for watching. I will see you all next time.